So it's looking like Skip Bayless' past has came back to hunt him yet again. In today's video, we got two separate situations with Skip Bayless that I would like to highlight for you guys. So let's break it down and let's get right into it. So this clip of Skip Bayless disrespecting Cris Carter, similar to how he disrespected Shannon Sharpe, has hit the internet and resurfaced yet again. And I would like to highlight that clip for you guys. Let's go back and revisit how Skip Bayless disrespected Shannon Sharpe, and then I'll highlight the Cris Carter clip right after that. So let's check it out right here. Here's the video.
This is just straight hate by a guy who's jealous that he is still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
You take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
You're willing to take a personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year.
Like, don't put too much yeast on that.
Inspire the whole football team.
No, you can't. No, you're wrong on that. He's not inspiring the whole football team.
No, you're wrong on that. You're wrong. Okay, you're dead wrong on that one.
Well, I've been on the NFL field before. You never have.
I don't care. I know what I'm talking about.
What do you mean you don't care?
Okay. Okay. Did you lift a football team to a lot of wins? I don't know.
So me being on the NFL field and playing and being a starter and a premier player
and worthy of the Hall of Fame, by the way. But
a Christian and a leader, my experience don't matter.
Okay. But you've dismissed him. You say he can't play in the league. You told me that repeatedly. You said he's not a starter in the league.
That's not a starter. There's plenty of other players besides the starter. Okay, that's 6 weeks ago. You need to move on till today.
No, you need to move on. What does he do every fourth quarter?
You're right.
Game after game after game. They all say it. He's inspired the whole franchise.
So you covering sports all these years don't matter?
I just watch with my eyes. I've been covering a lot longer than you've been playing it. I can tell you that.
And I give you credit for that.
Okay.
You can't take away his
I give you credit for that.
Okay. Well, I just think I'm right about it. You can't discredit me.
But you don't know.
You don't know.
Neither does he. What have I always told you? Some of the worst judges of personnel are the best players. Michael Jordan's the worst GM in the history.
So now
we also debate the fact that as reporters, when our objectivity is skewed for whatever reason, that might factor into the equation.
So a reporter can't be wrong.
So he's a player. He might be subjective because of that. You're a reporter. You may be subjective.
So you tell me there aren't bad reporters that have jobs reporting compared to John Elway with his skill level?
Like, I agree. I've always had a good eye for talent. You can look at my draft record on this show.
So you discredit my ability to be on.
No, I'm just saying you're wrong about this one. Just this one.
I did play
You're not giving him any credit.
I did give him credit.
Okay, but you're saying don't give him so much credit.
So in other words, hold on. So if we don't believe, all right, he played the game. I certainly have never played football.
Into you laughing. You laughed the last time. What happened?
Wait a minute.
You ate it again and again and again.
Let me ask you a question.
How many times were you wrong, Cris Carter? How many times? 7 times.
I know I went to 8 Pro Bowls and played 16 years.
Yeah, and how many rings do you have?
I ain't got none. You got same amount as you.
No, I don't.
Same amount as you.
But have you moved at all on your opinion of Tim Tebow? I know you said that he's not a starter.
I need to see more of him.
Okay, so as we can see in those clips, Skip Bayless disrespected both of those Hall of Fame players, man. It's really crazy how this dude just get away with disrespecting these guys like that. And that's the reason why a lot of people is pushing for Skip Bayless to be canceled. You got to think about it. Shannon Sharpe is not over there at Fox Sports anymore. And I really feel like Shannon Sharpe was really protecting Skip Bayless' image without Skip Bayless really realizing that, because once Shannon Sharpe departed from Fox Sports, I'm starting to slowly but surely see a lot of stuff being reported and leaked out about Skip Bayless. A lot of former colleagues is coming out and speaking out against him, which I'll be revealing in the next segment in today's video. But like I was saying, I'm starting to see a lot of stuff come out about Skip Bayless. Just how, this old clip resurfaced of him going at Troy Aikman, Deion Sanders' former quarterback with the Dallas Cowboys, slandering this guy, wrote it in a book and everything for saying that he was possibly gay.
The final grenade lobbed from camp to camp was that, the old rumor, it's 5 years old here in Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm sure a lot of people had heard it before, that Troy is gay. Now, I've talked to Troy about it.
I have never heard that. This is a man. I'm not gay, but Troy is a good-looking guy.
He is a good-looking guy. I agree.
And I'm sure
I talked to Troy.
I'm sure he can get any woman he wants.
He says he is absolutely not gay.
Do you know what
yes,
an
I know
accusation like
exactly
that
what it is.
will do to a guy like Troy Aikman, whose endorsement potential is unbelievable?
I took the opportunity to put it to bed.
Journalism 101. Journalism 101.
Right.
You do not print rumors.
And Skip Bayless didn't show any facts and information or anything about it. He just went on and slandered that man for no reason at all. All because this guy has a weird obsession with these sports players, in my opinion. But with that being said, guys, let's move on with today's next segment in today's video. So like I was saying, Skip Bayless pass is coming back to hunt him yet again. Remember that old clip of Skip Bayless and Jalen Rose getting into it when Jalen Rose called Skip Bayless Water Pistol Pete Jr.? Let's go back and revisit that. Here's a clip right here.
Look, something went down on yesterday's show. If you watched it, you saw it, and you lived it. If not, you may have heard about it. We want to address it. In the course of a conversation about Russell Westbrook being a point guard, Jalen went in pretty hard on Skip's high school basketball stats. If you missed it, listen.
The positions were only created so a novice could follow the game. Just because you're a power forward, that doesn't make you physical. Just because you're a shooting guard, that don't mean you can jack up threes. That's just
what were
a
you,
position.
Jalen? What were you?
What were you? Did you
what
average,
were you?
Did you average 1.4 points as a senior in high school?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so all of that Pistol Pete stuff, Water Pistol Pete Jr.
Okay, well, we'll address that later. We're going to.
Don't ignore that. Did you play junior?
Yeah.
Did you play JV as a junior?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll follow
you. What were you?
Okay.
What were you? What was your position?
I had no position. I have
you
no
were
game.
a point guard.
I have no game.
You were a point guard.
I have no
Am I right?
Okay, and the reason why I'm highlighting that in today's video is because the co-host that was there, in between those two, he just came out and did an interview, and he has spoke about Skip Bayless banning Jalen Rose from ESPN because of that. That's crazy. Let's check out the clip of Skip Bayless, former co-host, exposing that information. Here's a clip right here.
But I do remember the show where, just in the context of having a conversation, Skip had mentioned to Jalen, "What have you won? You know, you and I have won the same number of NBA championships," or something along those lines. And I never like it when Skip would do that. And this particular day when he brought it up, Jalen had had enough, and Skip was thunderstruck, and I was thunderstruck. I was just like, what's happening here? And so he started going into this story about how the coach's son also was the point guard. I knew that that was only going to end poorly. I knew it. I had some conversations with Jalen after the show. I had some conversations with Skip after the show. I'm trying to be the peacemaker. And I thought we were in a good place. And then I found out that this thing was about to go to a whole new level. But then came word that Skip was never... Jalen was never allowed to do another First Take ever again. Like it was, he was a banned guest. He was banished. And at that time, Skip had that kind of power on First Take because, again, the show was taken to heights we had never reached. And Skip was the guy that took us there. No question about it.
Okay, that's it for today's video, guys. Get in the comment section down below. How do you guys feel about Skip Bayless? Should Skip Bayless be canceled for these things resurfacing about him? It's really just crazy how this dude can disrespect people, call people out of their name, call these players weird names like Bosh Bice, Westbrick, and all the other things he has done to these players, slandering them, trying to expose if they sleep with men or not. It's just crazy all of this stuff that Skip Bayless has done. He wrote books, did book tours, been on television talking about these players. And this man is so sensitive and soft, like Marcellus Wiley said, he couldn't take being called Water Pistol Pete Jr. by Jalen Rose. And Skip Bayless got so butthurt because of that, he banned Jalen Rose from ESPN First Take. He can dish it, but he can't take it. Man. Make this far in the video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That really does help these videos get pushed out to the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe up as well if you're new to the channel. Comment down new sub if you're a new sub. I'll catch you guys on the next video. And we out, guys. Peace.